Hello, and welcome everyone to today's episode of Will It Extracts. I'm your host, Benedict Liu, and I'm joined always by The Edge. We were just discussing about how Halloween is coming up, one of our favorite holidays. Well, I suppose since time is, to the best of my understanding, linear and one-directional, technically everything's coming up, but who knows? What do I want to be, Edge? What do I want to be? That's kind of a weighty question. I mean, I'm pretty happy with where I am now. I like myself. I like my job. I suppose as a kid, I wanted to be a space cowboy, but I think those days have passed. But we're kind of more than our jobs too, Edge. We're people as well. I suppose I want to be a good person and true to myself. But those are such nebulous terms anyways. What does that really mean? Good to whose standard and true to what? I mean, people have been debating about what the purpose of life is since people have been able to debate about what the purpose of life is. Like, should we follow the Epicurist and free ourselves from pain? Should we be a pragmatist and bring the best that we can to the common good and to ourselves? Or does that nihilist belief, which is, the ultimate irony in itself, that nothing is really inherently meaningful and that the world has... What was that? Oh, what do I want to be for Halloween? Oh! No, you gotta qualify, Edge. Come on, just let me ramble. I don't know. Probably like a zombie or a vampire or something. What about you? Oh, HAL 9000. That's not concerning. But yeah, you're right. I am a little too, I suppose, lively behind the eyes to be a vampire or zombie. I'll probably need to look a little more dead. I mean, yeah, probably 2 more years of life would probably do it, but I need something a little quicker. Halloween is approaching. That's a good solution, Edge. And I think it's time to introduce our guest for this week. Eyeshadow. That's right, eyeshadow on the painting of one's eyes extends way before people dressed up as ghouls and ghosts for All Hallows Eve. The painting of one's face is actually mentioned in the Old Testament in Ezekiel 23:40. Kohl, an eye cosmetic made by grinding various substances, has been dated to as early as 10,000 BC in Egypt and the Fertile Crescent. The use of kohl was actually believed to restore good eyesight and prevent eye infections. It was made by grinding up various minerals such as coal, malachite, or galena, and then mixing it with an oil or fat to produce a cream. That's kind of a lengthy process. I think that we can do better in our sample prep, right, Edge? And here, we're ready to begin our sample prep. So we have all of our necessary tools and implements laid out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our Q cup, unscrew the base, and then insert one of our Q discs into the bottom of the Q cup, making sure it's laying nice and flat. Simply screw to reassemble, making sure it's nice and finger tight. Next thing we're going to do is take our pre-weighed eyeshadow sample, pour it right into the Q cup. Then we're going to take one of our Q screens, insert it into the opening, and press down. We're just going to use that to ensure that the floaty sample stays submerged into solvents. Now that that's all ready, we're going to place the Q cup into the edge with a vial right beside it. I'll come up front and go ahead and load our method. Press play. Press start, and I'll let the edge do its thing. And I'll see you all in a few minutes. All right. And now the edge has finished running. So here we have our extracted sample and our nice vibrant extract. You can see that it's nicely filtered due to that cutis that we put in, as well as cooled thanks to the cooling coil on the edge. Analytes of interest for this extract may include things like parabens or PFAS, which have been found to be in some cosmetic products. PFAS are what are known as forever compounds and have become a great worry in the recent years. They linger in the environment, and they've also shown to have health adverse impacts on humans. We've actually done previous work on PFAS, which can be viewed, as well as many other things, at our website at cem.com. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all next time. You know, Edge, I miss Halloween. I really do. I miss being 8 and having that anticipation that pulsed throughout the entire day, talking with your friends about how many houses you'd hit, which houses had the big chocolate bars. I miss the teachers asking you what you're going to dress up as and then feigning mock horror or real adoration over, oh, how cute. I remember the clock striking 6 and I'd grab my mom's hand and we'd leap out the front door. We'd parade down sidewalks and traipse up walkways into welcoming homes where the classic trick or treat yielded us just bagfuls of candy. I remember being too scared to go to some of the houses, the ones that had all those really creepy decorations, or the ones where, there's a guy sitting there in a chair dressed up and he's going to scare you as soon as you get up there. It's terrifying. But I suppose what I miss most is that feeling of seeing the sunset as it passes right below the houses, that autumn breeze, and watching that sky turn into that beautiful autumn fire. Okay, fine, I miss the chocolate the most.